Okie dokie. Alright then, looks like we're now live. Hello there everyone, and welcome back to another stream where we are once again, for the last time in a row, because next stream will finally break the cycle, we are back in Dr. Robotnik's Ring Races, completing some more challenges, as we have done for a fair few weeks now. As I said last time, as we were doing last time, it's mostly going to be collecting super emeralds, most likely. Although I have been looking around on here, just to check some challenges, and I have seen a couple that we can probably do that are a little bit different. Something other than just running through the same few cups again. So for example, there's this one, again, the gold medal on Fungo Dimension, which shouldn't be too bad. I don't know what the time is, but Fungo Dimension's fairly easy prison break round, so that shouldn't be too bad. There is the City Escape one for finding a secret within a minute 35, where I think I know vaguely where that is based off help from last time. Yeah, here we are, Sea Escape. There is then, on a sealed star, destroy the UFO catcher using only Orbonauts. And I think that's going to be where we start today, because I think based off last time that there is a clear best sealed star to do that in, or at least one that we've unlocked, and it is probably this one, Fountain. I don't know that for certain, but we're going to start with this. Good start. That's one hit. Maybe not the best start, but hopefully it gets better. Yeah, basically, there should just be a bunch of Orbonauts on this level that we can use to our advantage to break this thing. Right, well that's good. That's some boost damage there. That can't count now. Good. Good start. Now, luckily, we don't technically need to collect the UFO, we just need to break the UFO catcher. So that should help us a little bit. Get rid of the George by just running into a corner. One source of damage so far, but hopefully we can up that here. 2 more hits. Or no hits, alternatively. Right, there we go. There's some hits. Neither of those are going to hit. Just kind of feeling it out at the moment. Okay, that's not good. We don't want Jaws. Right, yeah, that's not happening by this point. We wanna deal more damage a lot earlier than this. Believe I may have overestimated just how much damage we can do quickly here. Right, come on, speed up. Don't want to let them go too far away. Oh, nearly got it. We were miles away. Oh, wrong thing to try and destroy it with. Yeah, okay, I think I might have overestimated how good this sealed star is going to be for this challenge. It's like, I thought we were going to be able to get a lot more damage done early than we ultimately are actually able to deal. Because they give you a lot of orbitals right at the start, but then you can't actually use most of them. Which is not how arcades it. Right, okay. Maybe not then. Maybe we'll go find something else to do. I say Fungal Dimension Time Trials. The best. So that's going up here onto the Phantom Cup, and I promise I am working on the video for this. It'll be out soon enough, hopefully. And let's kinda see what the feel for this is. You know? Let's see what the feeling is, what we need to do here. Because this doesn't feel like it should be too difficult to get. But who knows? It might be deceptively simple. That could be a tougher one than it looks. Last chancing, that's also very much not good. Not at all helpful for what we need to do. Okay, yeah. Really messed this one up. But trust me, this one's not too bad. I generally do a lot better on here than I have done today. There we go. That's what I was needing to do. See, even straight away, I get the feeling that the fact that even that very, very unoptimized run was only 6 seconds below the time trial, I reckon that they're going to be quite strict with upping the time it takes between each trophy, because that was, again, really not much of anything. Not a problem. Right, and then we leap over here, got that one. Don't need to worry too much about losing a single life like that. It helps speed us up. Oh, okay. You definitely can't mess up like that. But even again, that very, not particularly good time, that's still 1 minute 13. So that's still at least a bronze. Silver? Oh, only a second away from silver as well. Really not too bad. Let's actually check where these other races are going. Because they're all coming over here. Oh, can't miss twice in a row, that's not going to help. Get 3 in a row next time, preferably. Because this is a perilous situation to be in. Perhaps it's better to go for all of the ones down here. then yeah, go up for these ones up here. I think that might be better. I'm going to make a use of a lot of spin dashes. That's not helpful. But again, seeing as we've only got one left. Yeah, no, that's a really generous, that's a very generous one. Seeing as we clearly got the gold. That's really not too bad at all. I mean, it's not a good reward, must-meany, who cares? But it's one more thing ticked off. 78% of the way there. A little bit closer to completion. Okay, so Captain Fro's assistant, what are we going for this time? The Mizio32 says hi, and Bekonski asks, can you attempt tree ring again? Before I go on to do tree ring, I am going to practice that, because some of the ones up in the air, I struggle with those. Captain Fro's assistant, what are we going for this time? Most likely, probably more super emeralds, but there are a fair number of challenges throughout that I'm looking at and going, that shouldn't be too bad. City escape, that's one that shouldn't be too bad. Right. Yeah, I need to practice this one a little bit because I'm not entirely sure what the idea is behind these ones. Like, I'm told you can just ram them, but I never seem to be able to. And especially on what is a very strict time limit from the looks of it. See, this is what's confusing me about these ones. Just being told, you know, just run into it. Well, how? Unless the idea is you need to be insta-whipping them, which, you know, is possible. That's not too bad of a request. But it does add a wrinkle to the strategization you need. To have to make sure you're available to just insta-whip them. Well, I destroyed one somehow. Ran into something, that's not great. Unless I'm really overthinking these and you can just lob them from the ground, which doesn't seem possible. But yeah, it's the fact that they're right next to an invisible wall. So, just a slight miss in terms of angle. You're not hitting these. Right, let's see. And then, yeah, see, you can't really lob them. That's the problem I'm finding. Because how close they are to the walls. And to do it all with a single, what's it called? A single Gatsa bomb as well. That's nasty. It's all filled with stuff like this. All of my attempts. So yeah, this is one of the challenges I'm struggling to even comprehend. Never mind do. Fantastic. So yeah, this is the reason I haven't gone for this one yet. Because I don't even really know what you have to do, but I guess what now I know that this is a thing you can do. I guess you can just watch the staff and figure out what they're doing. I don't need to worry about any time limit, really. It's like they, you know, they show you rolling them up, but it feels like they're going significantly faster than they do when I'm throwing them. I'm bouncing off the walls less as well. So yeah, let's practice rolling them up, and then we'll have a look at doing them. Ridiculous. See, I don't seem to get the speed. I don't know whether it's just the character I'm playing as. I think that's probably it. Oh, lucky hit. But yeah, I think it's just the character I'm playing as. He doesn't seem to get the same sort of speed as Xiao does to break through them, despite technically having one of the highest speeds in the game. I don't know how they calculate the speed for these things, but look, they just roll off immediately. And then aiming them as well with a single Gatsa bomb. This is though this is nasty and people giving it credit for. I think that's the way the game might be intending for you to do it, like spin dash and then fire them. See, like, I think this is the way the game wants you to do it. That's how I'd think to do it. The rolling them up just seems to be a bit of, if you're good, which I'm not, you can do that. And then, as big in Wood Zone, break every prison egg with frog in. So that shouldn't be too bad. Wood Zone's only the first one, I think. Just a second, it's not too complicated, if I remember correctly. Seeing as it's not like I have to destroy them all in one go. I just need to destroy them with big. My struggles in the past on this one have just been because I've been not very good at lobbing things. But yeah, I don't remember this being too bad. So yeah. You know, obviously you got a time limit to worry about, but even that I don't think should be too bad. For a challenge as simple as just break everything. Oh! Miles out there. You just want to throw that from the platform down here without running into the fence. Is that one done? Oh god, okay, so the frogs block those ones. I didn't realise that was a thing they could do. Okay, so this one might be a little tougher than I was giving it credit for. I thought it was just the routing you need to do. You need to kind of practice the routing. I thought that was the only complication. What is the hitbox on this thing? Nasty. Okay, so that one's not too bad. With a couple of practice attempts, I don't think it's been much of a struggle. Right, what we're going to do now, we're going to go into gear 3. We're going to turn off everything other than speed boosters. And we're going to go into City Escape and try and find this secret. I know vaguely, or at least I believe I know vaguely where it is. And it doesn't say you have to do it on a Grand Prix, so hopefully this should be okay. Just coming in here and doing it on here. It's apparently somewhere in the second lap. You basically, there's a point where you're jumping up a building. You just need to have as much speed as possible going into it. The timing's a bit tight, but not like crazy. Yeah, not like unfairly impossible to get. Assuming you don't mess up too badly. And then I believe it's at the bottom of here. Basically need as much speed as possible coming up here. Or not? I was told that was where it was, give or take. Okay. Maybe there's something a little more to it than I thought. Although with this one I can just leave. So, seeing as for once I'm not doing a time trial. Let's go fast as possible. Through here, press through quickly. Drift around here. We've got 20 seconds to get down there and find this supposed golden beetle. Yes, there. Oh, damn. Okay. Let's not drive past it. That would be awkward. Gold beetle. There we are. There's the city escape one done. Got fungal dimension done. There's that one with big. That one was a little more ambitious than I think. It's really done. I'm probably going to need to figure out where's best for that. Oh, okay, you don't need to break it all with a single Gatsu bomb. That's good then. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Park. We'll get 250 medals. I've got no idea how much I've got, but that's going to be an investment. Marble Garden, that one's going to be nasty. That might be a good old Chowkey. Do you get the secret in the second tutorial? If that's the one with the brakes, if that's the brakes tutorial, no, I have not yet got that one. I guess we could go and get the gold medal on Sunday Drive for now. Get that one done, out of the way. Yeah, I know about the Ring the Racer and his frankly obscene challenge. Death Egg Zone. Don't fall off the course and finish in good standing. That one's not too bad for the most part because you can just get hit by whatever you want. The There are a few problems though. There is the one section with the bar going up and down. That's the one that really hurts. Or in a single round, use egg mark to blow up its cursor and dunk a landmine on another racer's head. That's going to be split screen, I reckon. I think that's going to be the way for that. Yeah, if I can get split screen working, because it's a whole nightmare trying to set it up on controller, that one might not be as bad as it sounds. It's not like we need to do it on a specific course in a Grand Prix or whatever. For that, I honestly think it's easier to win 100 rounds as heavy. Maybe just generally speaking, but if I try and get split screen working, that might work. So I'm going to go and try that. At least I would do if my second controller wasn't dead. Give me a sec. Right, here we go. Is another thing related to the stream and not the game itself, but how loud am I on the mic? Because I'm looking at my OBS and it is showing up as me peaking quite a bit. Oh no, I don't want you. That's player 1. Right, here we go. Right, that's good. Player 2, your guest. Yeah, you can be Eggman. Who cares? You say it's good? Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking and every so often it is going into the red peaking, but it looks like it's generally around -12. It's not so much that OBS is crazy. I think it's just because effectively the way it works is I've got the game on one monitor, on my right monitor, then on my left I've got OBS and YouTube Studio open at the same time, which means that it is compressing a lot of the UI elements. So on, for example, OBS, my audio mixing bars, they're very, very short, so it looks like everything. So as much as it looks like I'm around -12, which is generally where you want to be, just talking during commentary, it is showing up as like practically into the red, which probably wouldn't do if I had a longer bar. Right, doesn't specify anything about Grand Prix. We're going to turn this off. We need the egg mark. And we need the landmine, it was, I believe. Oh dear, might need someone to remind me whether it's the landmine or the proximity mine. I think it was the landmine. Then go on to whatever course I like the music of, because it really doesn't matter if I'm doing a joypolis. Ooh. I don't know why this is shaking me up, trying to decide what I like the music of. Yeah. Alright, okay, so, basically, if I remember correctly, what I'm going to do is going to drive both of our racers over here. We're going to want to get the egg mark. Come on, there we go. Right. Right, and then run into myself before I then run into myself again. Oh wait, no. Right. Then let him explode. That's part 1, I believe. And then we're going to want to dunk a landmine on his head. Alright, just throw that out there. Then we're going to go back up here. fewer item boxes than I thought there were. That's part of the reason I came onto this course. Right, here we go. We grab a landmine on here. Bang. And I was just going to go and wait to grab something, but that'll take too long. Drift in the wrong direction. I love it when the game does that sometimes. It's really, really fantastic. Right, and then what we're going to do... Okay. We're going to have to kind of synchronize this. We don't want to dunk the landmine on our own head. That's not what we meant to do. We need to be moving these characters a little more in sync. I think one of the criteria was in the same lap, which is the problem. Which is particularly nasty. Right, might want to go for a course with a few more item boxes then, because I was under the impression that had more than it does. Technology Tundra, that should give us plenty of time to get the task done. Yeah, I am not one of these people who can do the whole play 2 characters simultaneously in split screen. Oh wait, no, I'm not the one who wants to get the my mistake. Don't want to be him. It's this guy who needs to get the egg mark. And let's not run into our own one, that'd be bad. Right, get the egg mark. Run into me. Oh, messed that up. Okay, guess Eggman's going. Come on, get out the dirt. Right, grab an egg mark. Relevant, right. And then you. Wait, no, I don't want to run into that yet. Right, and then I think I just want to stay close enough to him for him to be caught in the explosion. Yep, there we go. And then I need to go and get a landmine and dunk it on him. Again, these item boxes are a lot sparser than they feel in an actual race when you're trying to do a complicated setup with them. Let's get you into position. Geez, okay. Like, any item boxes at all would be useful. I was expecting to go half the race without any. They don't feel this sparse when playing the actual game. Right, there we go. There's something to work with. Better not mess it up. Right, okay. Right. Once again, complicated setup. Right. Having to try and do this, there's like 6 buttons I need to hit at the same time. This is a nightmare. Ah, damn it. Pressed the wrong buttons. And now we need to try again. Preparation's crazy. Right. Another landmine. Let's go. Catch up. Because I have like a split second to do all of this in, otherwise it lands on my head. I think it's both awesome and annoying just how out of the way the spray can is here. Yeah, this is one of the coolest spray cans, I'll give it that. Right, let's just get off the grid. The grill, that's going to be annoying otherwise. Right, okay. Ah, because Eggman accelerates faster. Oh. Right, come on, where's the next one? This is ridiculous. Nope, not what I wanted. And I bet that's the last fucking item on this lap as well. I swore there were more items than there were in these. It does not feel this empty of things in the actual races. Let's do a Robotnik coaster. That's maybe if I go back and we're both playing as the same, or at least characters with the same stats, that might make things easier. Because I should accelerate at the same rate then. So I'll play as Knuckles. And then the guest will play as General. That should make things easier. Ezio32 asks, why does RR seem more colourful than SRB2 even though it's the same palette? Heard it's something about colour map or something. I think it's the lighting used, most likely. Right, match race. Nothing but egg marks and landmines. There are a lot on Stormrig. A lot of items to my recollection on here. Right, and then I'm just going to throw up. No, I meant to throw that other way. Right, and we're just going to let you deposit yourself at the bottom of the road where you need to be. Right, no. Oh, this is the whole thing. Right, and then we kind of sit right by here. Both of us blow up. And then I need to go and get a landmine and dunk it on your head, General. Don't be mad. Ugh. Right, there we go. Was that the challenge done? Yes. Look at that. Challenge complete. Let's turn off split screen because that's going to be annoying otherwise. And that's us done. That's that challenge done. Oh, what? Where even is he? He's going to be a super lightweight. Yeah, there we go. It's the exact opposite of heavy. And now, actually, that means we've unlocked both of the Robotnik's mechanics. So let's go and change to the Chow, as that is apparently the best racer for time trials. Let's go into racing, time attack, and Sunday drive, which is rank up. Yep, and we need to get the gold on here. This is what we need to do now. Now we've got the mechanics. We want to get gold. Okay, drifting way too early, seeing as we're a significantly more maneuverable character. We don't need to be doing that anymore. And just grab as many jackpots as possible. Oops. I gotta be honest, for a character with supposedly the lowest speed in the game, Chow does not feel very slow. He feels very fast, or it feels very fast. My mistake. Use the Chow's preferred pronouns. Officially, I believe they are supposed to be genderless. I mean, I don't even know what they're supposed to be at this point, like devolved ancients. With Chow, with Chaos technically being like a purer or different version, I don't know. Sonic's Law is confusing. Alright, so that's absolutely the bronze, and I'd reckon the silver. I reckon that's probably the silver done as well. Let's see what gold is. 136. We can definitely make up some time there. Faster over the line. More use out of our ring boosts. Not messing up by driving into a wall here. Just generally a better turn on this section. We just need to keep one eye out on our ring bonuses at all times. I gotta be honest, hearing that the Class A characters are the ones that get the crazy ring boost, whereas I believe that Class I, the super heavyweights, were the ones that are supposed to get the crazy ring boosts, really puts into perspective what are the Class I racers actually good for, because they're clearly not much faster, if they're faster at all, than the Class A characters, despite having a significantly high speed stat. They don't get the ring boosts, their drift boosts. Well, yeah, no, okay, their drift boosts, I reckon that's probably the big thing. But then is that good, considering how long it takes for the drift boosts to even charge up as a heavyweight? Who knows? Right, 14 seconds, 15 seconds. 10 seconds? Oh, we got this. 100%. Easy, easy. Class I is good for shoving nerds into lockers. Yeah, but half the time, shoving them into lockers just means that I get slowed down when they get bumped in front of me. And that's another character done, Gutbuster. So that's 2 characters already. This is good. Very good. Nice. I know they're from Knuckles Chaotix, so I've looked into some of the characters. Right. Don't know whether he has unlocked any new challenges for us, or indeed Bomb for that matter. I don't know whether any of them Okay, so yeah, there we go. Bomb does have a challenge. I just can't see or do it because I can't get to the level it's on. But there's at least that one. There is... As Gutbuster, set grade A or better in Spring Cup. Oh, well, there you go. Let's go back and play as him then. Gutbuster on the Spring Cup. We'll do Intense just for a little bit of excitement. Viscous is probably asking a little too much. Let's do well. I've played on this too many times to count for one of the challenges that I can't remember off the top of my head. But let's get this done. I'm gonna have to get used to playing as another new Ensign class, as I have not played as a Class D character before. They're feeling very strange so far. I'm not quite gathering what their strengths actually are yet. Let's see what this little Seth can do. It's not that quick, which makes sense. He's only speed 3 and isn't getting the ludicrous ring boosts that Sao does to speed himself up. His ring boosts don't seem that fantastic. His turning circle's fine, I guess. Oh, woohoo, shrinks. Oh, into my own landmine. That's good. That bastard Knuckles is going to pay for this. He's going to pay for what he's done to me, and whoever just changed the button again, just then. Oh, come on! Laughable. And what do I get to try and fix this? A jackpot. I need something a bit better than that. Invincibility, there we go. There's the pizza here. Served us very well to get back into first. That's good. It does seem like he gets his completed drifts very quickly. But that's the only real benefit so far. He isn't very quick. He's not going to be very heavy because he's only what, a weight 5, 6? He's not going to be like super crazy on that front. Strange as it is to sound, I would like an SPB to come and get me, because there is a challenge to sock one into submission on a Grand Prix. Admittedly, that would be once I get an electric sealed in first, which is always a nightmare. Always come out when you don't want them to. There we go, that's easy. Right, good start. I have never heard that jingle before. I want to know what that jingle is for. That's the first time I've heard that happen. Back on this already? That was quick. Hello, SBO. I guess our rivals are just going to be the Chaotix then. Most likely. Makes sense. Kind of figured it would be the mechanics, but there you go. Right, come on. Lightning sealed. Lightning sealed. Lightning sealed. Give me a lightning sealed. Nope. Okay, I'll take rings then. Lightning sealed, lightning sealed, lightning sealed, lightning sealed, lightning sealed. Is there a time limit before you can get one? Is that the idea? Because I know that there are certain items that there's a time limit for. So, for example, the... Oh, what is it? The garden top can only spawn after 35 seconds have passed. There we go. Some items starting to appear. Some seals. Yeah, don't hit me with that. I'd also like you to slow down. Beneficial garden top. Sorry, drop target, I guess. Certainly, worse things have occurred. Gutbuster Clear Jingle. Oh, he has his own unique ending theme. Okay. Well, that's a bit boring, but there you go. What more can you ask for? Yeah, I was curious whether it was something to do with the conquering thing you see on a couple of challenges, because I still haven't reached the point where the game has felt the need to tell me what it actually is I need to do to conquer a level. The Meatio32 asks, what add-ons do you use for ring races, if you even use them? Well, I don't use any. The only add-on I've ever used for this was a DualShock remap mod that changed all of the press this button in the controller binding menu to match the DualShock rather than the default whatever it is. So that's how I unlocked Carol, but that is the only mod I've ever used in this. Otherwise, purely vanilla. Oh, CD, that's good. Let's grab that before we finish. Easy, easy. That convenient one that displays sealed stars HP. That sounds very useful. I could definitely do with that one. That's one I can make a lot of use out of. Because, frankly, there are some times that I'm just staring at a sealed star wondering, how have you not been broken yet? Right, let's go. Try and get everyone away from us. So, here's a question to the chat. Vaguely related to this, and certainly related to what's going to occur on the next stream. What are you guys thinking of Sonic Racing Crossroads based on all of the new footage we've been getting from Gamescom and the like? You looking forward to it? We're excited. You've been originally cynical towards it, ambivalent, and the recent footage changed your mind, or alternatively, were you looking forward to it and for one reason or another have you changed your mind? I'm curious, because I was always kind of like, it's a new Sonic game. It's always fun when those come out, but it wasn't really gripping me until I've seen the recent footage and the DJ mixes came out over the last few weeks that I've been like, okay, yeah, no, this is going to be good. This is going to be a good game. Like, Like, I was never one who was doom posting about it or anything like that on Twitter. I was making any rage bait. But it wasn't gripping me until quite recently. But now, it's got its claws in me, I've got to be honest. Alright, let's actually go for a shortcut. Because honestly, this level's kind of boring without it. Get out of here, SBO. Get out of here. Oh, that could have been nasty. If that had been close to the right. I will check what you are saying inside about crossroads in a moment, but I'm just gonna finish this race first. Because SBO is really all over me. Or at least was. Don't need to worry about rings, because as much as there are a couple of challenges that require me to get into a sealed star, the sealed star that's going to be at the end of this is not conducive for it, so there's no need to worry about that. Right, okay. Captain Froze, I'm thinking Omega is an instant main. Very good taste, that is completely true. Omega is the absolute first character I'm picking up. The fact that I can't place him vanilla in this is obscene. Ridiculous. Hard to believe, but I'm excited for a Sonic game. Crossroads has me sold. Yep, that is true. Even Shadow Generation Sonic Frontiers, that was kind of like a cynical, it'll probably be alright, but it's not selling me. But this is like, yeah, no, I'm sold on this. I was initially skeptical because the previous game was TSR and we didn't get first Crossroads for months after an announcement. TSR is not as bad as people make it out to be. It's not fantastic, but it's not that bad. I was sold when the PlayStation test ended and everyone said they had fun. That one was kind of worrying me with the item balance, but apparently, according to the people in the new previews, that has been fixed as of now. And Miku, Hatsune Miku, is why one other person is excited. Good start, fantastic, well done. Yeah, I haven't listened to any Hatsune Miku songs ever, in all honesty. I'm not really that excited for any of the crossover characters. I will say that one of the criticisms I do kind of agree with is I would like at least a little bit of announcement that they're going to add a couple more Sonic characters post-launch, because I mean, we've got Sonic Prime confirmed, but I don't know a single person who cares about that. And other than that, the only Sega characters we have confirmed are, well, from like games like Yakuza. Hatsune Miku, I guess, kind of counts. They've always had a sort of relationship with Sega, so I guess that kind of counts as a Sega character, sort of. And then Persona, which again, like, don't get me wrong, I like Persona and I like Joker and the Phantom Thieves, but that's not selling me on the game, really. If I could get Tangle, that might be another character I main. So far, it's going to be Omega, Shadow, SBO, Silver, Blaze. But Tangle, if they're added to the game, 100% they're another main. I love Tangle. Ooh, sniped. Got him. That's a good one. This has also be good, seeing as we're coming up to a shortcut. They're going to be enough to catch up to SBO? Yep. I reckon we got this A rank in the bag. And you know, we might as well try out the sealed star if we do get into it, just to try. And at the challenge. It's not going to give us a super emerald like we need, but it's something. Maybe a stroke of luck, we do end up completing one of the chances we got. Oh, damn it. Don't need that bubble. Don't need two bubbles in a row. That's definitely not what I need. right at the end. I spoke too soon about the hole. I reckon we got this A rank in the bag. But I could always stand to be cockier, I guess, because perfect timing on the sneakers. Entering a question, I'm excited for Crossroads, but if there isn't a sort of seaside hill in here, it's not a Sonic racing game. Very true. I think technically due to the Sonic racing games, Seaside Hill is the second most commonly recurring level in the game, in the Sonic franchise, after obviously Green Hill, because it's in everything. The dynamic camera, yeah, that's absolutely something that's selling me, because I will admit that the slow speed was something I wasn't too excited about. Apparently if Crossroads does well, I'll get a long-term support like Sonic Forces Sonic Dash. I doubt it'll be that long-term because Sonic Forces is still going strong nearly a decade after it released, but I can certainly see maybe 2-3 years of support if it does well. And Splatfest, yeah, that's something. That's a unique thing, I think. That's a selling point beyond just the Crossroads mechanic. Sculptor, I'm surprised you aren't going for Metal Sonic. I do love Metal Sonic, but he is one of my favourite Sonic characters, but even in this game, he is only, him and Mecha Sonic and stuff, only stand a chance as, like, characters who even get a look in while I'm playing this, because Omega isn't in the game. If Omega was in the game, I wouldn't even be looking at him. You know, that'd be my main, the one character I'd play as, just over and over again. I don't play around with Omega. He's the best Sonic character by a landslide. It's not even close in my eyes. Like the robots are always the best part, but Omega's the best of the robots, if that makes sense. Easy. There we go. And I'll play it because of that one interaction with Rouge and Sonic. Yeah, that was a pretty crazy one. If there's Surge instant main, yeah, that is very respectable. I can agree there. And yeah, I've seen the what's it called? I've seen the leaks surrounding some of the Extreme Gear designs that seem very similar to a IDW character. I mean, I don't know why I'm kind of like dancing around the spoilers, seeing as you put it out in the chat. But yeah, Whisper has seems to have an Extreme Gear in the files, and I do think someone was mentioning that did mention Tangle and Whisper being mentioned in the files. I don't know whether that was just in relation to that Extreme Gear or whether they have something more concrete, but that's pretty good evidence for them at least being planned for the game if it does well. I can see them definitely making it in as free DLC, as like a duo pack. Because it does seem like they want to kind of canonize them into the games. Ooh. I'm hoping now that I get an SPB. This would be really useful. If I can stay in first and grab an SPB. Someone throws an SPB at me, this would be fantastic. They're so rare, like, on the kind of game balance front, I don't mind the fact that SPBs are significantly rarer than blue cells, because getting hit by a blue cell always sucks. But at the same time, when you then make a challenge, go and get yourself hit by an SPB only works in Grand Prix. You can't go and trick around it with your usual match race shenanigans. That's annoying. Right, drop target. I'm getting good drops here in first for once. That's good to see. Right. Oh. Boo out, sorry, Eudoro out. I don't side with that. With a plumber. I should make sure I use the proper Sonic terminology. It's a Eudoro and not a Boo. I mean, technically it does play a little bit differently. Oh, wait, no, we don't want to We want to try and destroy the Sealed Star as quickly as possible. But I just realised we need to get a grade A. Overall, we don't want to risk that by messing up the Sealed Star. Oh, this might be bad. If we don't do well on the Sealed Star and we drop to a B rank. That would be annoying. Might have to do this and go up a bit relaxed to guarantee we don't end up losing time in the Sealed Star. That bubble seal better not come anywhere near me, I swear to God. Right, there we go. Open network test ads, yes. Next stream on the 30th will be the open network test. So, spoiler alert. Sonic drives the Mach 5, yeah, it's a cool car, but again, Omega. That's all I have to say on that. The Gamma series are better characters. Don't lie. You're not being paid. You're better than this. Like, the only thing they're better in is the fact they're taller. And, okay, they might have like a slightly more emotionally solid storyline. Like, Omega's whole thing is just that he's ridiculously, laughably violent on everything. But, there we go. Fun fact, Omega is 4'11" and Gamma is 7 foot tall. Gamma is 7'2". So yeah, Omega's tiny, but Gamma is on the opposite end of the spectrum, way taller than anyone thinks. JackalMan, have you read Sonic comics? Yep, I've read the first 75 or so issues of Archie comics. I did a whole thing where I decided I was going to go read them all. It never didn't end up happening, but I read the first 75 or so. And then I was keeping up with IDW. Great, my speaker's breaking now. Fantastic. I was keeping up with IDW until Bell turned up. And then, basically, when Bell first appeared in the IDW comics, if you don't keep up, there's this character called Bell. They're not the most interesting. They're kind of really, really boring. But when they were introduced, they had 3 storylines surrounding them. There was all about a plot twist that was really excruciatingly obvious if you knew anything about them. And there were 3 storylines in a row. So a full year was dedicated to her and building up to this plot twist that was incredibly obvious from the moment that she was announced, not even when she first appeared in the comics, from the very moment that he showed off her design. And that was it. That eventually bored me to the point that I zoned out and stopped watching. I hear it's gone a lot better since, but I haven't found the time to catch back up. Omega's funny. Right, we're gonna try. Oh, we're gonna have to. Oh god, it's this one. Oh no. Yeah, okay, no, this is bad. This is really bad. This is probably one of, if not the Sealed Star that I'm the worst at. So yeah, no, this is gonna go really poorly. Or alternatively, it's gonna go incredibly well, hopefully. If it keeps up like this. Oh no! It was going so well. That's at least some damage to it, I guess. Small consolation. Drifting the wrong way messes me up. You couldn't write a more classic Ring Racers Sealed Star storyline than that. I hate this Seal Star in particular, it's awful. And it's when it does stuff like this. Can I just give up? Yeah. I was about to say, I can just give up. There was no chance I was going to do any of the challenges on there. And all I'm going to do is risk losing my A rank. The first time I've actually given up on that, I didn't really realise that was a thing you could do. Man, I do not like or care for Belle, especially when Sage's is that done much better. Very correct. Also, to put it into perspective, since they did that, Belle has not appeared once in the comics. Fantastic. I am not at all surprised by that, because from what I can gather, that was a pretty universal opinion. That was like, this is boring, please can you stop with this? Oh, well, there we go. That one wasn't too bad. Is that one done? We got the gold beetle. The Neon Resort one, if Sublimize was here, they'd be begging me to do that one, but I don't need to. If someone in the chat knows what the Briggs tutorial secret is, it'd be good if you could go and drop that in the comments, so that might be an easy enough one to get, potentially. See, the Briggs tutorial final secret will beat the game 4 times. The cake from hell. Yes. I have no idea where that's from. But finally, a good follower. Let's see if I can find it again now. But it's a good looking follower for once. Generally, they're just kind of boring little tiny panics, and you're like, oh, whatever. But no, this one looked pretty good. Wherever they were. Great, lost them now. Ah, here we go. Yeah, that's nice. No idea where from, but it's nice. Even if it is such a long title, they got cut off by the game. Bit embarrassing. The Death Egg Zone one is there, I guess. We could go for that. Is there a challenge for using a Chow Cup? Because if there is, there are a couple that I'll use, for using a Chow Key on. Yeah, if there is a challenge to use a Chow Key, there are a couple that I'm gonna just get rid of now. So this one, I'm not doing this on stream. I refuse. This is on a Grand Prix as well. Obscene. Like, I'm trying to do as much of this as possible without using Chow Keys, but this one, I'm gonna tell you now. I'm not bothering with this. I'm not even gonna try. This one I'm getting rid of. The Death Egg Zones, I'm willing to try to slog through that, because that could vaguely be fun to watch, at the very least, just watching me fail over and over again. Marble Garden, no one likes it. No one likes anything to do with it. I'm gonna skip that. It might be the last thing I do, just for the sake of not being able to say I did as much as I could without using a Chow Key, but I'm not doing that. I'm gonna tell you now. Oh yeah, as big on Wood Zone, break every prison egg with Froggy in tow. Where was that again? Where was Wood Zone? Is it here, the lightning cup? Yeah. Right, okay. Chains? Where's Big? Big with Froggy in tow. Golden Froggy at that. Let's do it in relaxed. It shouldn't take too long. It's only the second, I believe. Of course, it's the first Prison Break arena in this, I believe. So it shouldn't take us too long. Every time I do this, I make this mistake. Silences can still be done when Saoki, so don't worry about completionist instincts. Yeah, it's not so much the completionist side of things, it's just the fact that I want to be able to brag that I did the whole thing without having to rely on any Saokis. And even if I could technically just, you know, sit there and do it again, and I'm going the wrong direction. I'm telling you, speed boosts are wasted on me. I just realised Froggy, for whatever reason, has his own special little shield. Interesting. Again, this guy is voiced by Duke Nukem. Fun fact for you all. Missed the trip panel, but it's not too bad. Into the same pit of lava 2 laps in a row. Good start. Good start to the cup. Oh, I could have technically used this as an excuse to try and go for the super emote here, but I think at this point I'm just going to leave that for today's stream. We're now at least halfway through it. I'm not going to sit here and wax on trying to do the super emote at this point. That's going to be they're going to be dedicated streams in all honesty, just because of how frankly difficult they are. Don't want to waste all of your time doing them over and over again. Well, I do, that's kind of the whole point of these streams, but at the very least... No, into the lava pit again, thank God. But yeah, but at the very least I want to do it so that I can at least, you know, kind of guarantee I'm going to manage it. So I kind of want to have the streams where I'm going for the Super Emeralds dedicated just to the Super Emeralds. Because I want to, you know, I want to at least try and get one stream when I'm trying for them. Big seems to be in a different art style to everyone else. I wasn't checking that bad. I think it's just because his eyes are different. Because he's got like the piercing yellow eyes rather than the design everyone else does. Let's have a look while we're kind of going on. Yeah, it's just because he doesn't follow a lot of the rules that, you know, like general consensus on what a Sonic character should look like. He doesn't follow any of them. So I think that might be it. It just looks a bit strange. I've just realised I didn't actually check who my rival is. I've got, like, who are they going to pick as big rival? Amy, I guess? You know, because they are in a team together. Like, who else does Big really have a relationship with to make a rival? He sits there unbothered by everything. He's not got any sort of ride or die hatred of anyone to make them their rival. Once again, I'd like to hold on to this for a potential SPB. be great if someone was just to, you know, fire an SPB off. Sounds like it might be Eggman. It'd be kind of funny if Big either didn't have rivals, it was like the game's easy mode, because he didn't have anyone, as like a superpowered AI, like everyone else does. Or alternatively, he could just have random rivals, like anyone could decide arbitrarily, today I have a real problem with Big. Big the cat's really pissing me off today. I need him dead. I need his guts. Need to step on his little frog. Yeah, Frozen Production. I wasn't a huge fan of it the first time I played, but the more I do, the more I come to appreciate it. It's a nice. When you're on a decent enough PC that you can actually tell where the snow jets are, the frost jets, and can, you know, avoid them, it becomes a lot more fun. When you're on a crappy decade-old PC that can't even see the jets, it's significantly less fun because it's just you're frozen all the time. And that's bad. That's boring. But otherwise, it's a fairly interesting little track. Not the best in the game, but fun enough. Right, come on. Someone get bored with me being in first. Throw an SPB out. It's Chaos, Eggman, or Amy. Yeah, okay, no, Chaos kind of works. Just based, you know, same game, introduction, that kind of works. And there is kind of a vague tie with... He does technically beat up a form of Chaos, if I remember correctly. So, it makes more sense than, say, to Cal being a rival. So, that makes sense. Then Amy as well, yeah, that makes sense. Especially back in Heroes, where she was, you know, just kind of mean to everyone. Kind of makes sense that they'd be Big's rival. But Eggman, that's kind of a random pick, I guess. I guess Eggman is the overarching villain, it's kind of your default. If you can't think of a rival, Eggman's the rival pick. Well, no SPB. Big has massive beef with Zavok. It is going to be fun to see what Big's lines are in Crossroads, because people have, through, you know, completely legitimate means, gone into the open test early, and some of them have gone data mining and leaked, you know, Sage's lines, Silver's lines, a couple of Blazer's lines. I haven't seen anyone leak any of Big's lines yet, and I want to know. Big is in the game, isn't he? I'm not like blanking now. Oh shit, no, it's the... Great. Here I thought Wood Zone was the first zone. Fantastic. Okay, this might take longer than I thought it would. Oh, okay, no, I'll take that. I'll take the CD. Oh, nice. This one's easy. There was a challenge here which took me 1 or 2 attempts, but no, it's easy. There you are. And off the course. I love Storm and Cream's rival intro in Crossroads. Storm is so funny. Yeah, no, Storms are pretty good. He's I wouldn't say he's been a highlight so far, but he's been pretty good. Sades has some really interesting implications and interactions with Silver especially. Because Silver in general has a couple of really interesting like lore tidbits from their Crossworlds rival introductions. So like for example, Zavok and Zaz are still alive and are even more dangerous than they are in Sonic's timeline come Silver. Because the Zeti, if you're unaware, are ancient. Like, Zavok, I believe, is 148. Like, they're all over 100, and then it's all kind of random numbers plucked beyond that. But yeah, every Zeti, so Xena, Zor, Zomom, all of them, they're all over 100. They're all ancient, so they're all still around in Silver's time as well. Apparently even worse. Sades takes over the Eggman Empire. That's an interesting lore tidbit. Up we go. Come on, Froggy, get out your bubble. We're underwater. Be cool if he was kind of reactive to things like this. Like, I get that none of the followers are particularly reactive. The only one with any kind of sort of special animations or effects or whatever, to my knowledge, is the Mystic Melody. But it'd be kind of cool if, for example, Froggy underwater got rid of the bubble or whatever. If, you know, he is a frog. Touch the off-road restart. Do not remind me. Don't remind me of these challenges. They're so simple and yet I fail them every time. It's ridiculous. I kind of want to know how many hours I've now sunk into this game, but at the same time, seeing the kind of really basic beginner mistakes I make every single stream and every single episode, I think it would reflect really poorly on me. Just like my complete inability to improve. Even after probably what must be several dozen hours at this point. Right, come on, let's get a wood zone. Let's get a woody. I don't know why this is seemingly the only zone in the game where the oh, left it. Let it out too early. I don't know why this is the only zone in the game whose like palette that they're using for like the weather effect to kind of change the palette a little bit, going different tints. I don't know why this is the only one that affects the opening user interface as well. It's a bit random.
Looking good, buddy.
Ooh, shotgun.
There you are.
Shotgun misfired. Knuckles. Amy dead. My mistake. Yeah, I gotta be honest, you guys, you're not rivaling too much, or you're being a bit lax. You need to try harder. You know, I get that we're on. Oh great, is this my own Jaws coming to get me now?
Looking good, buddy.
Right, come on, SPB. Throw an SPB my way. Throw me a bone or extremely dangerous explosive device. Does anyone know what's happening with Sades nowadays? As in Sonic Amateur at Games Expo, not Sades, the genuine Sonic character. I looked up their website a few weeks ago, just to, you know, as a potential idea for some live streams. Because I did technically do some live streams a long time ago, centered around showcasing a couple of Sades demos and stuff. But I don't know why they didn't drift in the right direction there. But I haven't heard anything about them in years. Or certainly, yeah. I'm sure they've probably been going ahead, but I've been looking on their website and I've just seen nothing. And I want to know, have they just given up? Are they just not hosting them anymore? Like, what's going on? Why are we, or am I just too early in the year to hear about them? What is going on? Why am I suddenly lost all ability to drive? It's okay, because my rivals are doing the same. Okay, the SPB isn't coming. Get out of here.
Good, buddy.
Easy. Regarding Crossroads, are you all a karter or an extreme gearer? I'm karter because I've never played the Riders games. Considering they apparently both play differently, even beyond just the basic, you know, some are better for speed, some are better for acceleration, I'll probably try them both out. I mean, I think it'll probably just depend on what I end up liking the most. I'm not the sort that plays racing games or kart races based on any sort of like objective best combo or whatever. Like, I am not believing that Mechasonic is the most optimal racer in this game because he's generally a bit shit. But he's my favourite, so I'm going to play as him. Okay, this one you gotta like turn back and fire at.
There you are.
Right, okay. Here we go. Get sent all the way back down to the beginning. Let's knock out one or two more. There we go. This singular Gatsa bomb has been serving me very well so far. Gotta give it some credit here. It's doing me well. Only two left. It's looking good. With a minute to go, I think we've got this one in the bag, guys. I don't think we need to worry.
There you are.
Good enough for a time trial? Probably not, but good enough for the challenge. Memes and Stop Motion asks, is this game good? I only play SRB2. Well, I can't speak for everyone, but I say that I certainly enjoy it quite a bit, seeing as I've streamed it over and over and over again at this point. I'm certainly enjoying myself. It is quite complicated. It's got a very steep learning curve that might throw you off a little at the start, but trust me, stick with it and it all kind of clicks together in the end, and it's a really fun game. If you want a more basic kart racer, then SRB2 Kart's always there, but that one is too basic for me. There's nothing to it. There's nothing interesting in my eyes. It's fun for, you know, like in a Discord server, kind of going, hey, you want to play some some SRB2K, because everyone can join in and there's a million mods out there. But as an actual standalone game, I much prefer this. Have we got anything else to do today, or will I just wrap it up here? No, not really anything here. I would try the Orbinauts one, but for anything to do with the Shield Star, I generally like to have Sublimize in the chat, because for him to bully me and explain to me all the things I'm doing wrong. I don't know which is best for Orbinauts. I mean, stop motion, I thought SRB2K and Ring Racers were the same. Easy mistake to make. Same group of amateur devs. They are originally the same. They are the same game originally. SRB Ring Racers is the original version 2 of SRB2K. The tutorial one, I've taken as a last challenge. Yeah. Well, we'll see whether we can find something. Brakes. It's near the start, apparently. Right, which is... Every time I gotta remember which one Z is. It's like the corner of my touchpad, so my mouse goes all over the place when I'm doing this. Right, okay, so yeah, if someone can kind of just drop a hint where this secret is. Near the start, apparently, but that's not much to go off of, in all honesty. Especially when your ability to look around is limited. You need to bounce from the first spring in the facility. Got it. Do you mean these springs? Or do you mean the ones later on? Ah, I see, I see. Maximum speed ahead. And then what? We kind of... every time. Yeah, I kind of just stuck in the corner of my D-pad to get out of the way, but that does mean whenever I'm doing something in the tutorial, it's a nightmare to get rid of the text boxes. Is it like bounces off these? It's gonna be. It's gonna be like bounce off the final one, and the momentum should just about get you there. Like full speed ahead, bounce on the final one. Yeah, as much speed as we can get. Bounce off the final one of these pillars. And there we go. There is the Hermit Crab from Sonic Heroes. As we all know, Hermit Crabs don't exist in real life. They're just Sonic Heroes creations. Okay, there we go. There we are now from 78% at the start of the day to 81%, including 2 characters, Gutbuster and Bomb, several followers, but at this point, it's too many to count. Let's quickly check statistics. How are we doing so far? Right, get out of the way. I want to check my total playtime. 1 day, 9 hours, 47 minutes, 29 seconds. So I have played this for 35 hours, which is not as much as I thought it would be, but there we go. Most common character, Mecha Sonic. Second most common character, Metal Sonic. Third most popular character, Metal Knuckles. So as you can tell, Class I, big fan. It's all Class I's. And then, I haven't played all that many characters when you get down to it. I've only played a Surge once. I can't remember when I did that, probably for a challenge. Rudes once. That was for another challenge. SBO. Total rings, 168,366. Yep, those are not naturally farmed. Those are not naturally collected. I farmed them for one of the challenges. There's the whole thing you can do on the rings tutorial. There's a pad that you can just sit there and, you know, weigh your controller down, and you can just farm rings for hours and hours. And that's for the... I think you technically only need 35,000 rings, but I just sat there for long enough that ended up picking up far more than I needed to. Characters and engine classes. Sonic. To be honest, the wins and rounds, the reason that is so high is because it is all from that one challenge, whereas unlocking Chaos Zero. That's where that's all from. Grand Prix and Emeralds. It looks like they backfill your performance on these races. So if you do something on intense, you get it on relaxed and so on and so forth. Only 20 special rounds. I've done more than 20 special rounds, 100%. Unless they're just talking in the Grand Prix, I guess. Maybe, if you were there. 34 medals, 100 spray cans. Yeah, that 250 medals one, that's going to take a while. That might require some time off the game. Time tracked. Race mode. 25 hours. Prison break rounds. 4 hours. Battle mode. Haven't touched it once. Special mode. 3 hours. Playing online. Don't know when I did that, but apparently I've spent 3 minutes online. Time attack modes. 3.5 hours. Tumbling through the air. 10 minutes and 57 seconds. And 6 hours and 20 minutes on menus. That is 100%. The challenges and extras. That's 100% where all that time is just kind of figuring out what to do next and so on and so forth. But anyway, I'm rambling now. That's never a good sign. That is me done for the day, I reckon. Next stream on the 30th, hopefully. That's going to be on the Sonic Racing Crossroads online beta. Gonna try that out. It's gonna be my first time playing it because I wasn't part of the closed beta back in February, and obviously, much as I am a Sonic tuber, I am nowhere near big or popular or important enough of one to get any sort of previews. They're not flying me out to Cologne for Gamescom or Los Angeles for Summer Games Fest or anything like that. So no chances there. So this is going to be my first time playing it. It's going to be my, effectively, in effect, my live reactions to it. It's a game I'm looking forward to, but it'll be interesting to see how that turns out online. But that Extreme Gear is called the Whisper Booster. That's going to be referring to Whisper's one, yeah. No, 100% Whisper's coming to the game. 100%. Probably is free DLC. Be interesting to see how far along the 10 characters they're going to be, but Whisper's coming 100% based on this. But yeah, so that's going to be the 30th. It's not the day that it comes out. You're all going to have the ability to have played it by that point, but I have my quirks. I can only stream on even days. No mental block there. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the stream. I hope to see you there on Hope to see you there on what's it going to be? Friday? No, Saturday, I believe. So hope to see you then. I hope you enjoy. Maybe I'll even see you in Sonic Crossroads, seeing as it is online lobbies. But for now, I hope you enjoy the stream, and ciao.